All right. Here's the GAC. I didn't record the first one. I wasn't able to. It wasn't round. So this is the first round. I'm giving you the results of it. It was 3 GLs. I have 1 GL. I just have Jedi Master Luke. And you can see I scored pretty high. He went light defense. And yeah, I pretty much went right through everything. 1 shot. Tried to get as good a banners as I could. And it worked out pretty well. And ships. Now I keep Negotiator and Malevolence a lot of times on defense when I'm going up against 3 and 4 GLs to hopefully slow them down or stop them. My tag's kind of covering those a little bit. Anyway, you get the idea. 3 on that Negotiator fleet. He did get through it, though. I find a lot of times when the guys that I go up against that have 3 and 4 GLs have a weaker fleet. So by putting a strong defense, I can sometimes stop them. Now this one, this is the current one. He has 2 GLs, which was nice. I rarely get to fight 2 GLs. It's usually 3 or 4. So that was really nice. If somebody has 4 GLs and they put all 4 GLs on defense, I can't win. I have no counter for 4. I can counter up to 3 depending on who they are, but not 4. So if you ever go up against me and you got 4 GLs, yeah, don't do that. This first one, I took a chance that he wasn't going to have one of the GLs in the back. So I kind of played a little risky because his defense seemed pretty strong for what he had for him to put a GL also in the back. So it was a bit of a gamble, and we'll see if it pays off. I'm going to try to get some banners back. I'm trying to slow down, but it's not working out well for me. I don't know if any of you that have 1 Galactic Legend and you're running up against a lot of 3 and 4 Galactic Legends. I don't understand it, but why I'm getting so many of them. I know that I have a bunch of relic characters, but still the GLs are different than relics, especially in 3 and 3. When I didn't have any GLs, I was always going up against 1 and 2, and then as soon as I got 1, now I'm going up against 3 and 4. My roster's, for the most part, set up for PvE more than PvP. So I do okay in PvP, but my focus has always been more of the PvP, if that makes any sense. I like the PvP aspect, but the PvE stuff is, there's stuff every day going on with that. So, I always try to have a couple good, strong PvP teams, but my roster isn't based on it. Now, unfortunately, I should not have probably used this Padme team for this. I'm glad I got max banners, but it was way overkill, and he's got some other stronger stuff for me to go against. Resistance Bros. You'll find this is a really good team. You have to check to make sure that they don't outspeed you, because if they do, Hero Finn, if he outspeeds you, then you're going to want to bring in a pre-taunt. But you'll see, I could probably just do this with 2 characters. They don't even get a chance. very easy way to take this out. Unfortunately, a bunch of times, most of the time, I'm having to use my Vader team against a GL. So, I fortunately had him available for that. Padme is always an easy one. This is why I don't put him on defense. It's too many times I run into Padme teams, even at this level, and it's just an easy counter. I think mine's R5, and Padme and Anakin are R7 for him, and I think it's General Kenobi that's R8. You're gonna see it. It doesn't matter. As long as you got some good buffs on, good mods on Malak. Mine's pretty fast, and they focused a lot with tenacity. And yeah, they really can't do much with him. Don't worry, I catch on in a minute what I'm doing wrong. I'll fix it. I gotta reverse those two. Here we go. And so that's done. This is a great team if you're able to use it against the Night Sisters. I generally keep my Night Sisters for Grievous. They're pretty strong. You can use this team for Grievous too, but this team, a lot of times I get max banners with this team for Night Sisters, because once the buffs are up, look, it won't stick. And when when she can't get that to stick, it's pretty much game over. You don't need to use Jolene. I have him there just in case things go wrong, and I wasn't using him anywhere else. But there's probably some other Jedis that would be better slotted. But that worked out fine for me. It's really just kind of there. Yep. You want to make sure whenever his buffs come up, to get it up there, because here it comes. Yeah. Won't land if he's got the buffs up, so you get it up. There you go. With Traya, I usually just use the 2. Or not with Traya, I'm sorry, with Mon Mothma. I just use the 2 usually. They don't hit very hard. And mine are relict, so it really takes a lot for them to get through it. It's not impossible, obviously, but get some extra banners that way. Now, you want to leave Kira. I'm going to leave her, and I took her out, which just prolonged the fight. You want to get her down, and then just leave her, and then work on the other. Try to get her in one shot. So you end up killing the one, and then killing her, and then it's done. I did not do that. You'll see. See how everything's coming down nicely? That was my waste. Because here she comes. Again, you want to get her down some. You might find this one interesting. I've been wanting to try this. I've never tried it before, especially against the relic Mandalorian team. And I wanted to see how this would do. And it actually turns out pretty well, though you want to go after Queel first and not Vaskar. That would be my only mistake. I could have run out of time with this. Yeah, it's a slow plug here. I'm starting to run up against more and more of these Beskar teams. Mine's all gear 12, and then I put it on defense because I get holds from it from time to time. People use their more heavy-hitting stuff with other things, and then they get to this one and they don't have something that can take it out fast enough. And ends up getting a hold or two. But this team does work, but as you see, I put it in auto because there was no way I was going to do it fast enough manually. And again, I'm sticking with Vaskar Mandalorian, but it works against me. You'll see here. And me being thick-headed, I did not switch the strategy. It paid off in the end. I mean, I was okay, but I think it would have been much better to go the other route. So I have to remember that for next time. See if that works better. He's all the way back up again. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Now I just got to get him down. I like this combination. I've tried other ones. This doesn't hit very hard, but it has the best chance at max banners. I'm getting turn meter fed constantly, and it works out pretty good, but it doesn't hit hard, that's for sure. So it's not going to be a quick taker-outer. And that's going to wrap that up. All right, this is one of my big mistakes. Oh my goodness. I was trying to get the feet. I needed 2 more kills for the feet, and I rarely use Imperial Troopers. I just started getting these guys leveled up, and I really don't know how to use them yet. I've only used them a couple times, and I really picked a bad team. You're going to see this is just terrible. Now, I've sped up the recording a little bit. I didn't want to make it too fast to where you just blazing through and you can't see anything. I do have everything timestamped, down in the bottom. So please, on my videos that I'm making now and in the future, I am putting timestamps. I used to not do that, and put it. So now it's there now. So if there's something you want to see, you can just jump to it. Yep. This is just not pretty. That Padme team would be good about right now that I used already. I was going to use Han and Chewie, you know, with some kind of leader for this, and I should have done that. But I thought, well, this team might be able to get it, and I can get my feet. Yeah. Go for the win, don't go for the feet. My mistake. Don't worry, I make more even after this one. One mistake's not enough. You got to really stack them up sometimes. Go. I'm surprised they lasted as long as they did, to tell you the truth. I gotta work on them so I'm getting buffed up better. Find out a better combination for 3v3. This is obviously not the right combination. If anybody knows more about Imperial Troopers and what to use against that, let me know, because I really don't know. And it's one of the, like I said, it's one of the things I haven't really done much with. Just recently, in the last few weeks, got them up to that level where I had a few that were relicked. And this is what I should have used in the first place. Now that team becomes a joke. I was thinking about using either Rex or something like that lead. I think it would have been better because my Rex is relicked. I think that would have been a better choice. But these guys, you know, they do really well with her, but you're going to lose her in the battle. That's the only downside. Oh, this is another one of my winners. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have used this against that Rex team. I got that in my brain. I can't get it out of my head. Oh my. The sad thing is my Night Sisters are pretty strong. That Jango Fett hits so hard. I'm really thinking about getting my Jango Fett up because he's so versatile. I think that's going to be a bucket list one for me. Get him up. This is another winner. You know what you're thinking. Don't do it. That Jango hits too hard. My goal was to just get him out, get Nute out. Then I have teams that can clean it up. That didn't work out. All right. Again, First Order is one I rarely use. For Dark Side Geonosia's battle, I always put them up to be offered up in the what do they call the squads, the squadrons and stuff. And I mean, other than that, I never really use them. I have them on defense from time to time. So you can see I have to read the things. I know I'm terrible. I have my teams I use, and I have other guys I don't really use. I started working on trying to get SLKR, but then I just keep getting sidetracked with other things. I'm mostly a PvE player. I don't know if I said that earlier. I don't do a lot. My roster is focused towards the PvP more than the PvE more than the PvP. I do well in PvP, but I could do a lot better if I had a roster geared more towards that. So I don't really use the First Order for much. It was just to get SLKRs, the only reason I started leveling them. But like I said, I keep getting on side projects, and like that Django, that'd be a side project. I like my Mon Mothma. I got that one up, and a lot of the Mon Mothma characters used for ships. So this is my tried and true against First Order. I get almost every time max banners with this team. And I was doing this back when I had Watt. That was gear 10 and like 5-star. It works just fine. They don't ever really get on Watt. And my Mandalorian is gear 12. And again, I used to do this team when he was like 5-star, whatever, and gear 10, gear 9. Vosk is the only one you need to have relicked up. He's got to be able to take the hits. As long as he can take the hits, eventually you're going to get off his Annihilate, basically. And that's it. I'll leave my SWGOH.gg profile for my, for my game in the comments, so you can see my relics and my gear mods. See what I'm running with. I don't change mods around. I hate changing mods. So pretty much whenever you see my videos, it's for the most part what it is with the mods. If I change them for a particular fight, I'll usually let you know that I had to change it, sped something up or something like that. At this point, you could pretty much put it in auto. Once you get that contract off, you're just gonna keep going until he gets his thing, and then he'll nuke him. You just got to make sure you take out Sith Trooper first. That's the only thing you have to worry about. The order is getting him first. After that, it doesn't really matter. Look at that. Max banners. Back to this thing. This is a cleanup team here. There you go. You gotta go for full clear. Doesn't have to be the prettiest. You know, I try to make it pretty, that's for sure. But a lot of times I catch people in the ships. They're not usually ready for my my defense, and I catch them off guard. All right. Try to go with one less. Extra tank just in case. I keep Hound's Tooth for in case things really go wrong and I need to bring in a second team. I do have to do that from time to time. I was going to work on a 5th team so I have a good strong backup because I don't really have a strong backup. But now with the new bounty hunter ship that I'm starting to work on, I'm going to wait and get that and then see how that works as a team. That did not go well right there. But don't worry, this is actually kind of a hard counter for Grievous. I have videos on this fleet going up against Grievous. I got several videos of it, and you'll see it goes through it pretty quick. What made this more difficult was the getting all those Geonosian ships out. That's the one thing you have to worry about. If they start with all 3 Geonosian ships, this can get really sketchy. So when they start with their usual Grievous lineup, it's cake. I'm gonna get that target locks on. I play it safe here. I could have just went on and not brought in somebody, but thought I should play it safe and not mess it up. And that's it. And then my Rebel fleet's really strong. You just have to worry about the initial 3 ships. You got to relic up those characters. You got to relic up, obviously, Akbar. Get him, quick. And a big thing that people don't do is you need to put the 6-dot mods on these characters. I know it's a waste on some of them. You don't want to do it, but when you have the 6-dot mods on, it just speeds them up. You'll see how fast I go through this. This fleet, when you have it relic up, it's a hard counter to a negotiator. That's how I take out all the negotiators. It's with this one. The only downside with this fleet, and it does happen from time to time, is they have to assist. Sometimes they just don't assist, and you're screwed when they don't assist. You're gonna lose the fight. So, but most of the time they do it. Switching, trying to get the shield up. All right, 65 banners. And I filmed, or not filmed, but I got the results here. So I'm going to try to do that every time, is have a quick go over what I had, what he did. You can't see the bottom one. There was 2 fights for that one. So they did their job. Their whole purpose is to draw out the GLs, but he probably kept one, thinking I might have one in the back, or my only one that I have in the back. Those are all 1-shots. There's a 2 in here, I think. Yeah, the Night Sisters, you can't see it. He had 2 shots there. He did clear my fleet, but it was a struggle. Well, no, not this one. The last one he cleared the fleet. This one he couldn't clear the fleet. It's Yeah, for some reason they focus on Negotiator and get that out, and they can't get Grievous. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like if you like. Thanks. Bye.